our creed to break the chains and set us free. Riders on the prairie, wild and free, bows and arrows, Colt 45's decree. No more tyranny, no more lies, under open skies we rise. Fight, fight, fight till we reclaim the night. Cowboys and Indians in the blazing light. Fight, fight, fight till the dawn is near. We'll never live in fear. On the blood moon, we all unite. Horses thunder in the night. No longer slaves to the empire's might. Strength in numbers, strength in rise. On the blood moon, we unite. Horses thunder in the night.
How's it going, my fellow tribe of patriots? We have another episode of Cowboys and Indians on the Patriots Prayer Network. I'm your host, the Native Patriot, and of course with me today is Steve. How you doing today, Steve?
Man, not the greatest, to be honest.
Not the greatest.
I'm just kidding. We're in America's golden age, baby. I'm doing great.
Hey, man, there's been a lot of news lately. Today was the confirmation hearing for Robert Kennedy Jr. And of
Yes,
course,
sir.
they go through the Democrats and all the ones who oppose him decide to bring up his vaccine stances. They're calling him all the standard names. You were anti-vax, you changed your morals, blah, blah, blah. They,
Yeah.
of course, have changed their views so many times. It is actually difficult to keep track of because they don't have foundational beliefs in their decisions. They just kind of blow with the wind.
Yeah, they dropped a conspiracy theorist. I don't know how many times. Oh my God, that's ad nauseum, bro. It was so pathetic. The funniest thing was when Elizabeth Pocahontas Warren asked RFK Jr. if he was going to take any money from lobbyists or any of this. What? Did she really ask that question? Oh God, dude, it was a total disaster, dude. It's just a political circus. That's all it was. Yeah. Go ahead, man.
I'm actually getting really tired of watching these things just because once the Democrats start talking, I know what they're going to say. And I'm so over this routine of just nonsense smears that I know what they're going to say before they say it. And it's just annoying. It's crazy annoying. In other news, stuff that we're going to get to a little bit later, Donald Trump signed the Laken Riley Act into law. As his first law, the parents of Laken Riley gave a beautiful little press conference, and it was a beautiful moment for our country, and actually seeing that Donald Trump is fulfilling the promises he made on the campaign trail, and just to see her mom say, you know, Donald Trump made this promise and he's actually doing it, as she was breaking down in tears because, of course, as we know, Laken Riley was murdered by an illegal alien.
Yes.
And it never had to happen, but it did. Donald Trump has not forgotten about them and, of course, signed that into law. It was so difficult to watch.
Yeah. I feel for the family too, man. But I'm going to pray for them, but hopefully there's some sort of closure. I know there's going to be an empty place in their heart for their little girl, but I'm just hoping that, you know, what will sign, you know, will actually just help that family out for anything. I mean, they've been lied to for so long. And you know, the sad part about this is that Joe Biden could have done this, but he chose not to. That's a despicable part.
I think everybody's having that realization now that they're rounding up these criminal aliens.
Yeah.
There's a lot of lefties and independents, people that don't pay attention, that are kind of realizing, like, wait, we could just do this the whole time. Then why were we letting all of these people in? I mean,
oh my God. So we already have laws and we're just going to enforce them now? Whoa, such a bold idea, huh? God, dude, it's been despicable these last 4 years. And there was one viral post that I saw today that I forgot the guy's name, but he's out of Austin, and he was stating essentially that what he's seen the Democrat Party do over the last 4 years, and now that Trump has taken office, He's like, I'm done with them. This is not the party that I signed up for. That I'm done, which is incredible.
Good. So Jeff here, he's asking, what does the act do? It basically helps expand the criteria in how we can detain criminal aliens. That way, it leaves the door a little bit more open for our law enforcement to be able to take them in and then actually deport them. So it's not a life-changing thing for, it's not a nation-changing law. It's more so just clarifying.
Exactly.
Clarifying and expounding on legal ways to actually take them in. And so it is crazy. Definitely a good thing.
This blows my mind. Why do we have to create legislation for something that should just be like for that, or the executive order? There are only 2 genders. I don't understand it. Like, why do we have to create laws to penalize pedophilia? I don't get it, dude. It's mind-boggling that we actually have to do this shit. But these are probably the same people that they put warning labels on for like lawnmowers, where you can't like put like it says, "Oh, don't stick your hand underneath. You might get your hand chopped off." No shit, Sherlock. I don't know.
Anti-commie girl says, "Commie law, we're totally oblivious." So Biden and commie law, we're totally oblivious to all the horrible things that the illegals have done to Americans. If those people were not something country, the murdered Americans would still be alive today. Yeah. And the left has their sympathies with criminals, makes my blood boil. I would like to just offer a small correction here and say that they were completely aware of all the atrocities that were taking place.
Correct.
And they were allowing it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is something that they knew was happening. They knew it was going to happen, but they'll do anything to get more people into this country, cause a little bit more chaos, and expand their own power.
Absolutely.
That's what they really wanted to do. That's the end goal. And they didn't get it. They caused more backlash than they could handle.
I know.
So I would say that they were completely aware of, well, I don't know if Biden was aware. I don't know how much Biden is actually aware of his own consciousness.
His handlers. Yeah. Jesus, dude. It's sad, bro. Like, they knowingly did all of this stuff, and people weren't, with pitchforks and torches. Man, this is a different America, because if this happened in the 17 or 1800s, this shit would not fly, bro. I don't understand how, as Americans, we could allow millions of people into this country that don't even belong here, and those selfish assholes have the audacity to be protesting, "Oh, we're not getting fed or housed," and all this. You're not supposed to be here. You don't pay taxes. I hate taxes, but you don't contribute anything to society. You don't want to understand the Constitution. You don't want to understand the Bill of Rights or assimilate to American culture. You don't give a fuck about the American flag, because you're always waving your stupid ass country's flag in our country. That pisses me off more than anything.
Get the hell out. Yeah, and we're in the process of it now. I mean,
for sure.
That's what we need to do. And I actually made a tweet about this very thing. But before we get to that, you guys, I did want to mention that we are going to CPAC next month, and we started a crowdfund. Basically, instead of looking for sponsors from big corporations, we have some sponsors, but not in the way that most podcast or networks do. Mm-hmm. So we want to be funded by the people. We're of the people, and we want to work for the people. So givesendgo.com/ppn. We set the donation cap to $10,000 because we're trying to get multiple people flown in for a week over to Washington, D.C. We do already have a spot on Media Row, and the expenses have rapidly climbed since we initially got this spot, or at least put in for this spot. So we are asking for your help. If you can donate, please help us out. Once again, it's givesendgo.com/ppn. It's the Patriots Prayer Network. And like I said, we're just trying to get everybody to CPAC and not have to slum it underneath the desk, for the week. So I mean, we're going either way, so
Yeah.
that's just the way it is. But
You want to help
it's
us
just
out,
whether or
like,
not.
not break our pocketbooks, because all this stuff we're doing, we're not making any money off of this. So just so you
No.
guys are aware, we're doing this for our love of country, and we're asking you if you have $1, $5, whatever, if you can, please donate. It would help us out tremendously.
It really, really would. So thank you guys for the support. We do greatly appreciate it, of course. And we're just trying to do the right thing and trying to step up and play with the big boys. But you know,
I just want to
we don't have the funding just yet.
Yeah.
We're not quite at that point where we're monetized, where we can just fly around the country with multiple people and all of our equipment,
Right.
and be able to transport back and forth between various places. And it's expensive. So
We're like-
if you can
we're like
help us
one-
out. Thank you.
We're like one of the rock bands, you know, when they first start off, they have that broken ass van and the little trailer that barely has 4 functioning wheels, and you know,
Uh-huh.
hey, Space Cadet is givesendgo.com / or /PPN.
Yeah, just
Thank you,
slash.
Space Cadet.
I'm assuming it's / but I don't know. It's one of the. It's the common slash that is used. So I
Yeah,
would
we're
imagine
like-
/.
Yeah,
Is there
we're
a
like the crap.
difference? I don't.
I don't know. I didn't learn to code, so.
Yeah.
Oh, what
Yeah.
we have here?
This is one of the Palestinian protesters, or maybe Mexican. I don't know. I don't know what he is, but he says no one is illegal on stolen land, and this
Oh my
mentality
God.
drives me crazy. It drives me absolutely crazy. And this is what I said. I said, this is the shit I cannot stand. They want to use the narrative that all Native Americans were robbed of this land to justify conquering it today.
Yeah.
Because that's what they're doing. They are conquering our land. They are stealing our hard-earned money. As Americans, we go to work to benefit this country and pay taxes because we are compelled to. And,
Right.
well, I guess we're just now figuring out where our tax dollars are actually going. But
Right.
these people feel entitled to our hard-earned money. It is not just that we pay taxes. The taxes are taken out of our hourly wages.
Income,
I mean, they're
yeah.
taken out of our hourly labor that we put in for this country, and people like this feel entitled to it. And they use the narrative of Native Americans getting conquered. Mind you, Native Americans helped the white man conquer other Native Americans because there was so much brutality back in the day between Native American tribes that it wasn't just this.
Tribe, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't just a big
Like,
congregation of Native American hippies smoking the peace pipe and peyote and hugging trees, kissing rainbows, and high-fiving each other. No, they were conquering each other constantly. Slavery,
absolutely.
war, all of that.
all throughout history that's happened with, you know, intertribes. So what you're telling me, it wasn't a powwow.
Well, I'm sure that they had some of them.
Maybe
They had some.
Okay.
They had some peaceful tribes. Actually,
Yeah, for sure.
there's actually a what is it called? I don't remember. Gosh, my memory sucks. There was a peace treaty between 5 very large tribes that actually helped
Okay.
frame the Constitution. The founding fathers took it in. I'd have to look it up again because
To look up which tribes.
I-
Yeah.
yeah, I can't remember it off the top of my head. It's like the Iroquois, or yeah, I'm not even gonna try. But I mean, so that there was some of the tribes that were starting to move forward. You know, for thousands of years, the Native Americans were here, and they
Right.
didn't really advance in any kind of technology because they wanted to be warriors, and they
Correct.
were. A lot of them were really good warriors that fought valiantly. But
Mhm.
you kind of look at the tactics that they used, and it was very brutal. Iroquois. Hey, I was right.
At least you got one.
I got one.
Missing the other 4, but yeah, man.
Mhm.
This whole argument of stolen land, it's dumb. Every piece of
Conquered.
land has been conquered throughout time. So where does it end? Like, can I go to Canada and say, hey, look, hey, sorry, but you know, this is stolen land, so I could just move in and not give a shit about the culture that's over there? No, I would be deported. Well, maybe not Canada. Maybe Mexico. No, they would send me back across the American border. But you understand the point.
Snow
Oh, there
Mexico.
are the 5 tribes.
Yep.
Snow Mexico.
Iroquois Confederacy was 5 tribes. Mohawk. Uh, see, I'm
Hey, you're
retarded
native.
when
You
it
got to
comes to
pronounce
reading
it.
these names. No. I want the white man to do it. Come on.
Oneida,
Let's see it.
Onondaga, Cayuga, Seneca.
Perfect.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
You nailed it. Great job.
It sounded good. How about
Yeah.
that?
So, but that confederacy that they had, the agreement, it actually helped the founding fathers see that some of the ideas that they wanted to lay out were actually going to work because it was already in place. So there was some benefits, and there was some peace between tribes. But in all reality, the further west you went, the less peaceful it was.
Oh, meaning the Wild West?
Mm-hmm.
Legit Wild West, man. Yeah, I can
I mean,
kind of understand
that's
that.
what it was.
That's how Afghanistan was when I was there in 2008, 2009. Whoo, man, that place was crazy.
Yikes! I can only imagine, and I'm sure it's not much better now. I mean, maybe it is.
It's not back under Taliban rule, so it's pretty much how it was in the 90s and early 2000s. So, or I mean, I guess since the 70s when the Mujahideen happened. So, yeah, that's a whole long story about the Taliban, Mujahideen, and the Russian invasion of the 80s, and how they wanted a pipeline, and then the CIA created the Taliban, and oh, hang on, no helicopters. Okay, we're good. Yeah. Well, no, we got John Ratcliffe, so I think we're okay now.
It's almost like
you know,
there's a pattern to why we keep going to war in the Middle East. It's so weird.
Is the CIA creating coups? Huh. I don't know. I'm gonna have to research that one. So what Jacob said, if he's trying to sneak into Mexico, he'd probably get shot. That's probably a valid point. Said the what, man? I'm gonna get beheaded over there. This dude, those cartel bros, whoo, they are literal savages. And Trump was absolutely correct when he called them savages.
Yeah, and it's going to be really interesting to see how this plays out, because I would imagine that the cartels are going to kind of do their best to lay low. That's what it seems like to me. It seems like they're going to.
No, dude, I saw an article where I think the DoD was briefed on some intelligence reports to be prepared for small arms fire, IEDs, all kinds of stuff. So I don't know. You always get some sort of intel, and they kind of maybe blow it out of proportion. They could be doing it as a psyop to the cartel. Hey, we know you're trying to do this, and we got our guys with strikers and tanks and in full battle rattle. So it could be a psyop against them, open intelligence kind of psyop. So I don't know. I haven't heard of anything yet. So I'm just hoping our guys don't get hurt out there.
Ronnie, wouldn't it be nice to dismantle the 3-letter agencies? But that's tomorrow. Tomorrow, Kash Patel is starting his confirmation hearing. And yes, the dismantling all the 3-letter agencies would be really nice. The IRS, the ATF, the FBI, the CIA, all of those things need to go. We need to basically start from scratch in a lot of ways, because they've become so overtly corrupt, bureaucratic, and just there's too much going on behind the scenes for our public servants to be doing, and they justify it by saying national security. And I mean, don't get me wrong, there are threats around the world. That's for sure. There's plenty of threats. But if we don't pull the plank from our own eye and we try to fix the rest of the world, we're going to go blind, and we're going to have the whole world is going to be worse off if we don't start fixing these institutions that we have allowed to become so corrupt.
I know, like the libertarian in me is like, oh, let's completely abolish these agencies. But then that opens up another issue where, say, we don't have the intelligence agencies that are actually gathering legitimate data of China or these other people trying to harm us, because, you know, we do have enemies, and we shouldn't sugarcoat it. Iran is they're kind of wishy-washy, but China, that's our main enemy right now, and that's who we need to focus on, in my opinion. But completely dismantling these organizations, yes, is a must. Like we have to get rid of the bureaucracy and all these people that have been controlling and weaponizing these institutions, but we do need to build it back correctly. Not maybe not as like we shouldn't have like 100,000 FBI agents. It just kind of depends on the need at the time. I just think it's just a whole bunch of government waste, and we do need to scale it back a lot um, and lean onto local law enforcement a little bit better because I don't think they really communicate as effectively as they should. I know there is a like a national database, but I don't think um, inter departments connect with each other. I could be absolutely wrong. Maybe at county level, maybe they do. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, dude, there needs to be like the top brass. They got to go with everybody, and that's even with the Pentagon and just everything. All these woke, stupid ass generals, like the Mark Milley's the one that committed treason when Trump was in office. Whenever he hid the nuke codes from him, and that dude's
Pete
trash.
Hegseth just stripped him of his security clearance
good,
and
good.
deranked him, right?
There's talk. Dude, I say bring his ass to private and fucking court martial him. Dude, I don't even care. I hate that guy.
That's treason. Treason has a higher penalty than that, so that would that would still be going light on what he actually deserves.
Yeah. Speaking of treason, we were talking about the border just a second ago. Alejandro Mayorkas did not get a presidential pardon, so be on the lookout for that.
Good.
I was gonna say.
We just got to get to these confirmations. I mean, I'm still waiting
Yeah.
for the Epstein Diddy list, the Epstein and Diddy list to come out because it was said that it's going to happen, and we're a week in. Come on, where's the egg prices? Why are they not down yet?
Oh God, this is so stupid, man. Oh, we're not going to mention that Biden had his hand. Well, his handlers had a hand in killing 100 million chickens, and maybe it's called supply and demand. You don't have supply. I mean, you don't have enough in stock. It's going to cause everything to go up. I don't know. I'm not an economist or a biologist. I don't know.
You're not allowed to talk about these things, man. You got to appeal to authority there. Hegseth started an inquiry to see if Milley could be reduced one rank and remove 1 star.
So, a lieutenant general? Yeah, 3-star lieutenant general. Yeah, lame. But I have a lot of faith in Hegseth, especially with the southern border. Talking about full militarization of the southern border, so it's gonna be good.
Yeah, egg prices. I mean, realistically, we shouldn't even be talking about this. The grocery prices have doubled since Biden got into office, and it's not like it's going to come down immediately. And there's no way to just drop all the prices on week one. And there's no reasonable person should ever, and nobody really does. This is nonsense talking points, clickbait bullshit, put out by accounts like Harry Sissy and other left wing JoJo from Jurors and the Brooklyn Dad and all those left wing bought and paid for accounts that just repeat the talking points over and over and over again. Whatever they can do to get that clickbait out. I mean, I think you have more followers than Harry Sissy, don't you?
Yeah, I think he's up to 280 or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah, he's starting to catch up to me.
Gosh.
I don't know. My account's been like kind of weird since I got demonetized a couple months back. I used to gain like 10,000 a month, and now I'm like just kind of stuck. But it doesn't matter. I'd rather quality over quantity. So I got some. Shout out to my followers on X. You guys are freaking awesome. You guys comment all the time, and you make my day. Rock.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things to do is read through the comments.
On who? Yours or Lips?
Oh, my account. I don't like to. When I engage, like if I go through lib accounts, I go on my alt account that I don't have. Now it's an alt account that's not verified, so I can go to these accounts and not give them money.
Oh, okay. Oh, dude, that's actually a solid approach. Hey, California curmudgeon, send me a DM, bro. I'll follow you.
I have given up on worrying about if I'm shadow banned or not, because there are some posts that, I mean, I got on the, I did a post this morning about abortion and how it's basically the movement itself is a mockery of Christ.
Right.
And it got like 250 shares, and I don't even think it's cracked 10,000 views.
Yeah,
So,
dude, it's weird. I really don't understand how they do the algo, because
Yeah.
the one when I made the announcement of the rhino removal project, which if you guys don't know, we are embarking on a journey to remove rhinos out of conservative politics. It's a group of about 5 people right now that are in the executive board. We just had a article that was written about it, and it was actually in the Arizona Sun Times and on Town Hall. Town Hall is it cracked the top 10 on most views for that day when it came out. So yeah, it's a group of about 5 of us, and we're working behind the scenes trying to get funding from PACs and super PACs, and we're gonna make a huge impact. And I saw that
huge.
PD and Scott Press are going to be working together because they're having issues
Oh,
with the
that's a good one to
RFK.
bring up.
Yeah, the RFK nomination. So I actually sent him a message to see if he wanted to partake. So there's a lot of good things coming, and I can keep you guys informed of it.
So this is our good friend PDB at Real PDB123 on X. I am subscribed to him. But
So
he
am I.
says, I'm pledging $1 million to help Scott defeat anyone who refuses to confirm Kennedy. And that's just the beginning. I'll be putting in even more once the fight starts. If Kennedy isn't confirmed, I have nothing to lose. And trust me, I'll go ballistic. This guy is wild, man. And he's not not a short guy. When you're standing next to Scott Pressler, everybody looks short. This dude's a giant, all right? He's like 6'7". So
Yeah.
Pete here, he may look short in this picture, but it's in comparison to Scott Pressler, who is a giant. So
Yeah.
but of course, Scott Pressler said, I will dedicate my time defeating senators that do not confirm RFK Jr., even those that are Republican. In my opinion, he should have said, especially those that are Republican. But may I remind you that our work helped defeat Bob Casey in Pennsylvania. I'll even take it a step further and work to defeat ranked choice voting in Alaska. Try me. I love Scott, man. He's a great guy, and he is figuring out. He's now got connections. He's always had the work ethic. He's had that drive. And now that people have recognized it, there's a force behind him that when he says stuff like this, you got to take him seriously now. And this is a beautiful thing about Pete jumping into this fight as well, because Pete is more of an unknown, right? Not many people know who this guy is, but he's going to be a big player in the next couple of years. And he will be pulling that weight. So him getting behind Scott Pressler, like him not getting behind Scott Pressler.
Junior.
Well, I was going to make a gay joke about what I just said, but
You can, man. It's America's golden age. Everything goes.
Yeah, he's getting behind Scott Pressler and just riding this whole thing out. He's got his back.
Any more puns?
Oh,
yeah, Petey's a good dude, man. I'll talk with him. I wouldn't say like a considerable amount, but we text each other. Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah. I want $2,000 a month, but I am not illegal, so I don't qualify. Hey, me too, man. That's just it's the way it is. Unfortunately, we don't get all those benefits that the illegals get. So
I feel terrible, dude.
It is what it is.
I'm glad we're turning the page on that. Hopefully, forever. We'll see. It's going to take
the pendulum always swings back and forth, but I have a feeling that we're going to be swinging for a while because the amount of damage that's been done, it is going to be miraculous to see the benefits when we start seeing the consequences of what Trump is doing right now. When he says that, there's only 2 genders and you can only claim those 2 genders. When he says, when he writes these executive orders out, I mean, these things are going to have an impact on things that have been happening in our country for now decades, but really for the last 15 years or so has been this woke movement that has really dug its heels in because, I mean, once the Soviet Union collapsed, it almost seems like all the communists moved over here and just have been subversively integrating themselves into our systems to put communism in America, because that sure seems like what's been happening, and they want to restrict our power by putting us in so much debt that we don't have a voice. Thank God for Elon Musk buying X and actually giving us a voice, because like I was talking about how Pete is going to be a big player in this, so are we. I believe that Steve loves ammo here, and me and Eddie, all of us over at the Patriots Prayer Network, I think that we are going to be bigger players in these next couple of years, because we've kind of caught on to a movement and have been able to hopefully represent you guys as well as we can, and give as many voices as we can to patriots around this country, and be able to change the narrative away from what the mainstream media has been saying. That's why we started this network. That's why we got a spot on Media Row at CPAC, because we're just everyday Americans. You know, I'm going to be going there as a tire changer. You know, I got scars and shit all over my hands. Hopefully they'll be clean by then, you know. But,
hopefully.
I mean, dude, I've washed my hands like 6 times today, and this shit, I'm staying for now.
What kind of soap you use? You not use that Gojo? You know what? You got that Gojo where you got the scrub, little scrubbies or whatever in it. And hey, you want to pull up? Scroll up in the comments. Someone put a raw news alert. You can pull up in the background and see what that's about. Might be something important, because raw is usually just.
Oh, I don't know if I can copy. I can't click the link here.
Maybe just go to his page.
I wonder if it was on your page or my page or.
No, it was within the chat. So just go to Raw's.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I could just do that.
I don't know. I just
don't
use
make
my white
sense
privilege
with
and told you. It's okay. You're only half white, so it's all good. I'm just playing.
What?
Somewhat.
Say it right.
But to caveat on your point, or to kind of add to it, the damage they have done over the last 4 years, we're going to have more of a fight back, and like we can't just go even toe to toe with them on their policies and how they've run this country. We have got to go beyond expectations. So we have to go so much further, that the damage that we're going to cause to the Democrats, these communists, is they can't recover from it. Ronnie with the dish.
Do you think I got a question for you, because this is kind of interesting. A lot of what we learned about the Auschwitz, right, in World War II was communist propaganda. And I'm wondering, with Trump sending these criminal aliens to Gitmo, I wonder if this is going to be something like the next Auschwitz, right? Where the numbers are highly exaggerated. If there's going to be propaganda similar to that. I'm not saying Auschwitz, that nothing happened at Auschwitz. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that everything we learned about it came from the communists, the Soviet Union. All the intelligence was gathered by them. And with the way that our media is today, and with the way that the entire network seems to work, is anything anti-Trump. So I could actually see them, once this really gets going and they start stacking up in Guantanamo Bay, I wonder if they're going to be saying that this is like he's putting them in camps. This is Hitler 2.0. It's all starting again. Oh, they really elected Hitler. Oh.
Exactly. It's going to be the same thing with the kids in cages. And it was actually Obama that was doing it. But it's like they try to build this narrative that's so false, and they repeat it so many times. They're like pathological liars. They're going to keep repeating this lie until people think it's the truth. Okay. I'm going to address that one if you want me to. I do support it.
You got to read it, because there's some people who are only listening, so they don't have.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah. So Jacob comment in the chat. He says, "So serious question for the both of you. Do y'all support Trump's latest move about moving illegals to Gitmo? I don't like the idea of continuing to financially support them instead of just sending them back home." Okay, so this is probably. So I say yes. For once, it's almost like a staging point. I don't believe it's going to be like long-term incarceration or whatever. But in order to move out people fast, there needs to be some sort of a staging area. So I know you can they're going to call this like concentration camps and all that other crap, and it is going to be what it is. But first and foremost, they need to get out of this country.
Yeah, Eddie brings up a good point here too. He says we have FEMA camps.
Oh shit! Hey,
Remember,
pull
we
up that
have
Ross.
which one is it?
Airlines jet collided with a helicopter. Mirror collision. Reagan National.
Oh, breaking news.
Yeah.
Okay. Breaking news, a significant emergency response is underway and a mass casualty has been declared after an American Airlines jet collided with a DC police helicopter in a possible mid-air collision.
Huh.
Currently, a significant emergency response is underway in Washington, D.C. as a mass casualty incident has been declared following reports that an American Airlines... Okay. Reports indicate that there were 60 people on board the commercial jet that struck the helicopter. One body has been recovered from a rescue boat, though the victims... Whoa.
Holy.
You know, I hate to say this, but people have been warning about things like this happening if we continued these DEI policies. And I'm not saying that it's DEI, okay? I'm not saying that, because sometimes accidents happen. But the problem is that there's a lot of these air traffic controllers that have been put there that don't give a shit about their job. There's been so many close collisions over the past couple of years that people, I remember Matt Walsh doing this big video about it. It's basically saying that we should be expecting collisions in the next couple of years because of how inept these people are, how much they do not care about their job, how they're not qualified to run their positions. And it takes precision to run these airports and make sure that there are going to be no collisions. The timing of jets coming in and out, or airliners coming in and out, and having a DC helicopter fly over an airfield like that just...
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to, I'll just say my spidey senses may be off, but I don't know. It just seems weird. And I don't know the causation behind it, so I don't want to say specifically as DEI or some sort of, what would you call it? Like a false flag or something. I don't think it's anything like that. I don't know. All I can see is what it is at face value for now.
Yeah, it looks like an accident, and tragic at that. So it's unfortunate. Oof. Hey, we're flying there next month, so
I might be getting a rental.
Yeah.
Oh, my word.
That's like 2,500 miles from me. Let's see.
Oh, for you? Yeah. Yeah, for me, it's a 3-hour flight. So, oh my God.
Let's see.
Cool. So I can go into panic mode for 3 hours. Can't wait. It's not like I have a post-traumatic stress or anything, and it won't affect me.
Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll get over it.
No. I'll probably be
see how
drunk
far it is. Choose starting point. My phone's gonna be thinking for a little bit. It's
gotta inject a little bit more lightness.
It's about 2,800 miles to drive.
2,800? Oof.
Mm-hmm.
You can get there in like 4 days.
Okay. Eddie says we're flying somewhere else.
Yeah, to BWI. Yeah.
Need a Patriot convoy. Yeah, let's start a convoy. Hell yeah.
Oh, dude, that'd be freaking awesome. I'll meet you up in like Nebraska or something. I don't know what's along the way.
You know, it'd be fun is to do like you know how like Donut Operator and Brandon Herrera, the Unsubscribed podcast, that they do tours, but we could just do like patriotic powwows instead. It'd be, you know, just events around the country like that. I don't know what it would be called, but I mean, patriotic powwow is kind of cool, but it'd be fun to do events like that. I mean, that would be a lot of fun, inspiring culture. Because I mean, in all reality, the Trump administration can only do so much. They can fix the system, or at least mitigate the issues that it causes for everyday people. But I'll tell you what, if people still go buy Starbucks, if they still buy all their shit from China, and if they still eat crap food every day, then nothing's going to actually change. The system is going to get better, but the people are the ones who actually have to make the change. So that's why a lot of the times on this podcast, we focus a lot on, what is actually going to help change this country for the better, and it starts with you.
And so like one point, like to kind of address, being healthy and all that stuff, like the RFK confirmation today. Um, I Most of these senators that were talking to RFK, they are heavily backed by big pharma. It's disgusting how much, like Elizabeth Warren and all these people, how much money they actually make from big pharma. The thing is
Yeah.
if these politicians really wanted to fix the food industry and big pharma, they would have stopped investing in them years ago. They make so much money. Like Dan Crenshaw, he makes money off of big pharma. All of these politicians, dude. The only way we fix this is if we have term limits and we get these guys to stop insider trading. Those are the two biggest issues that face Congress right now.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry if I was
No,
reading
no,
through
you
the
good.
comments here. We're getting
getting a lot
quite
of
a few
comments.
here, but he said, I grew up on reservations, even though I'm white. You almost spelled white right. It's capital HWITE. White. My father taught at community college, Sun Reservations. I remember when they would recognize vets at powwows. Native Americans, by their population percentage, is the highest or the most likely to join the armed services. Native Americans are a lot more patriotic than the left gives us credit for. The left has basically hijacked the narrative. They made a couple. They propped up a whole bunch of lefty Native Americans that say, "Oh, we're oppressed. You guys are all on stolen land," and changed the narrative completely from the Native Americans who have over time served at a higher rate than any other race demographic in this country. And instead of us being portrayed as warriors, we're now the victims of everything. And now we need reparations. And it's like, well, no, we don't. How about let's just be Americans? It's been long enough. Maybe just be American. It's time to assimilate, guys. Let's make this country great again. It is time to protect our homeland. If you want to be a spiritual Native American, then protect the damn homeland, not destroy it and hope that you can rule over the ashes.
It's I agree. I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah, Eddie makes up a good point. DEI is out of the military, so no more pink camo. Yeah, Pete Hegseth is he's going to clean up the military, and I'm all here for it because I mean, as of the past 4 years, I don't, in good conscience, have want to encourage anybody to join the military at this point. I just think there's weak leadership all the way to the top. Not focused on combat readiness. They're more worried about these woke or DEI policies, affirmative action, and all of these things. It's just a testing ground for all of these communistic principles. I mean, we discussed that in an earlier podcast where the VA is essentially socialized medicine. And I'm here to say that if you believe everybody, if you think healthcare is a right, it's not. I'm sorry. You work for healthcare. You earn it. You don't get to live off of the system. You have to do something to earn that privilege.
Yeah. I want to see Maurice go up against Pocahontas Warren in his headdress about her COVID money. Oh my gosh. Hey, we're going to be in the area. So maybe,
dude,
maybe I could make a little trip over there and just cause some ruckus, polite, nonviolent ruckus.
Yes.
That might actually be fun.
Would you just go up to her and be like, how?
Just ask her about all the money she got from COVID. I'll go up to that guy did Nicholas Sandman. I don't know.
What's his face? We met him at the gun range. That tall comedian, the funny dude. Oh my God, what's his name?
Alex
Stein. Yeah, Alex Stein.
Yeah,
that's right. Big booty Latinas.
Hey, I got a question for you, Steve.
I have an answer for you.
How's your diet going?
It's good. It's good.
What diet are you on? Are you losing weight? Are you still feeling great? And
Yeah,
are you past the run to the bathroom stage? Did you ever have it?
yeah. Like I detoxed. Probably say about a week after. Yeah, I don't have I don't have really the cravings anymore. The mental
Yeah.
fog is gone. Yeah, good job, Ronnie. That's exactly what I was implying.
Oh, oh my God.
But yeah,
I have to write. On the plane right over there, I'm going to be thinking of a bunch of puns that I could just, oh my gosh, that would be so funny. All right, Eddie, we gotta plan that out.
yeah,
That
that would be
actually sounds like a lot of
freaking
fun.
hilarious.
Be great
I'm
content.
gonna live stream it on X while you go talk to her. I think that'd be funny. Oh my God.
Write that down, Eddie.
Yeah, we know you. We know you. You're stalking this podcast right now, so make sure you write it down, Mr. Producer. See, you ain't gonna reply.
Eddie's our producer. He's coming out. He's actually working on some very, very cool projects, and he's going to help get my production or our production quality up, but also mine for the YouTube channel, because there's been a couple of videos that I've really wanted to make, and I haven't done it because I don't have a good reason. I didn't feel that the videos would actually
Resonate, maybe?
turn out the way I wanted them to. Yes.
Oh,
Not that they wouldn't resonate. They just wouldn't, like, they wouldn't draw people in with the importance of what they are. Like, I want to be
okay.
able to do videos about abortions, and like I don't want to toot my own horn here, but you know, I believe that my view of abortion and human rights and what this country is supposed to believe in is it cannot be taken down. There's so far in the couple of years that I've been on X, there has not been one argument that has destroyed my argument on abortion.
Correct.
And there's no way around it. And the only way that people can do it is if they dismiss my entire argument outright. So there's just a bunch of videos that I want to be able to make. And
I mean,
so Eddie is going to be helping out with that
That's good.
revival of my YouTube channel. If you go back, so I actually went back through and I watched some of my early YouTube videos, and I was actually
Really?
kind of worried. I was like, oh, what did I say? You know, because it was like 2020, 2021. And I was like,
Okay,
oh,
so
dude,
like
I
5
say the
years.
same exact shit today. Yeah. Yeah, not that long ago. But still, I mean, like, I was like, these are fine. Like, the quality's not all that great. You can actually see
Right.
my hair grow. Like, there's a point where my hair's like right here.
Okay. Oh, dude, I'm gonna go to your channel. I want to see you, and then I'm gonna make a meme out of your hair.
Yeah, I made a, I think it was in 2020, maybe 2021, when my wife and I went out to the woods and we made like a anti-COVID YouTube video. It's like pinned to my YouTube profile, but it was so stupid. But I enjoyed it. I tried to get a message across that we were like being. It was my first attempt at a video ever, so give me a
Right.
break.
Yeah,
But
I know. Like, dude, I get that like cringe too. Like when I first
it's a
started
little
like
cringe.
posting videos, you know, like, well, I don't think it's cringe per se. I think it's just like that own self cringe where you're like, oh my God, I'm like watching myself. Am I a narcissist? Or like, oh, why did I say that? I sound like a retard, or, you know? So it's just kind
Yeah.
of like that hill you have to get over. And I'm completely over it. I've been, dude, triggering the hell out of people on TikTok right now. That's been fun. You want to pull up that Project 2025 video? Or no? We don't have to.
It's on my phone, and I wouldn't be able to send it because the only way I could send it is if I sent it over Wi-Fi, and then it would just destroy my internet because I'd have to download it and then upload it, and then yeah.
You want me to DM it to
You know, I don't even know if I'm blurry this time because the whole last
No, you're okay.
podcast I was blurry. I looked like Bigfoot. It's always
You
blurry.
just look pixelated,
Yeah.
like you're a Minecraft character or something.
Yeah. So I like it when I try to take clips from it and shit. I'm like, this sucks, man. It's not
Yeah, I know.
blurry off
Yeah,
and on.
he's saying,
See?
God, dang, dude. You gotta get that Starlink, bro. Well, I can't really say
can't.
anything.
I tried it. I got too many trees
you
around
have
my
to-
house, so it
yeah,
would
that's right. Yeah, you have to-
intermittently cut out.
And you just get
It
like
was
a
fast though.
300-foot pole and just like put it all the way on the top.
I mean, that'd be the only way to go. I would literally have to get a 50-foot pole because I put it on a 30-foot pole, and it's still like it was just barely there. But so it would have to be about a 50-foot pole.
Yeah.
So it sounds like an expensive investment. Maybe it'll be worth it.
Just get like 50 foot of PVC pipe. You'll be good.
I don't know.
Get some 2-inch PVC, bro. Just do it. So okay. So speaking of like
swaying in the wind.
All right. So I got a little quick story about in the Army and how we make shifts. We made a 30-foot beer bong. So the way the barracks work, so it's 3 stories, and there's a staircase, but it's like a winding staircase. So it's 3 stories up, 30 feet, right? So we decided, hey, we're gonna go to the hardware store and we're gonna make a 30-foot beer bong. So we got some clear, like 2-inch clear tubing, a huge funnel that we put on the top is like a 2-inch, and the funnel was pretty big. And at the end of it, we put in a just a regular flange valve. You know, you could shut it on and off, and then like a piece to where you can put your mouth on it. Then we had the bright idea. So hey, guess what? So we got a whole bunch of Natty Light, and we're like, why don't we do a toga? Why don't we do a toga party too? So we're in like our PT uniforms, and we just put like our white sheets over top, right? And do like seriously like 30 feet up. You see them like pouring like a 6-pack into the beer bong, and then so you're holding it right, and you open that valve. I swear, a 6-pack goes down your mouth in like 2 seconds, and then like towards the end of it, it was getting so bad because we're starting to get drunk, and it was slippery, and we're just busting our ass, dude. And then we went to the bar.
See, this is back when the military was great, before they had all this woke DEI bullshit.
Oh yeah, dude, we were playing beer pong with Jack Daniels.
Oh
yeah, we weren't playing around, dude. Yeah, it was good times, man.
Yeah,
Renee just pointed out the helicopter into the jet. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier in the show. There's not much we know about it right now. They'll investigate it and give us a story. I'm sure more views will come out. There'll be a bunch more videos that'll come out. So, oh snap! Way to go, Steve.
It wasn't a hood, man. I didn't cut out eye holes or anything, and there were black people doing what to do, so it wasn't racist.
Right. Okay. All right, Mr. Wyatt Power over here wearing a white sheet.
Cowboy Wyatt Power to use her. That's such a good name. I saw that several years back. Somebody, I think it was like a Facebook thing, and I was like, "Oh my god, dude, I am taking this for the rest of my life." Wyatt Power. If my last name was Power, I'd name my son Wyatt. 100%.
You can change your name.
I know I can.
It's not. All right, let's make fun of some people.
All right,
so sweet. I got this video. Jebber Fauci posted this video. So if you guys didn't know, liberals are now asking their coins and their, I don't even know what she's asking here, if Trump is really the president. Check this out.
Just did the thing, you know, where you like ask your pendulum a bunch of questions. And just like the other people I see, the pendulum is telling me that he's not the president. That Kamala is going to be the 47th president, that the ceremony was fake. Like, I fully expected that I would do what I was seeing other people doing, and I would not get the same answers. And I tested it out, you know? Like, I made sure that it was responding to actual true answers that I knew to be true.
She made sure that it was responding to
the pendulum.
It's the pendulum. It proves it. You guys, Trump isn't the president. He's not the president. Kamala Harris must be the real president.
Oh my god.
Blue Anon's out in force, bro.
Dude. This is like fucking QAnon shit, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah, this is way worse. Well, I don't know. There was some wild shit going on. Yeah, Blue and on. There we go. That's the one.
Yeah.
Oh my god. These are getting wilder and wilder. Like the longer we get away from the swearing in ceremony, these people are losing their minds. And I mean, you could tell this lady probably did the same thing with her cat litter boxes, had her cats inscribed who's the real president, but she didn't want to look bad or look like an old crazy cat lady, so she decided to ask the pendulum instead. These people are nuts.
Dude, it's like they reach into a cat litter box and they're like pulling all the turds. President? Not president. President? These people are freaking psycho, man. Oh my god.
She waits to go in until after her cat. Well, did he poop or did he piss? It depends on. That's gonna tell me the future. She's looking at him like, what is it? The Rorschach test, where she'll like look at the cat pee and just be like, Trump's actually not the president.
Oh my god, dude. These people. Oh man. I don't know. She looked like, I don't know, a female version of Carrot Top or something. I don't know.
Randy Jane. Hey, I know Isaac. I know that guy. He I can think of his profile picture, but I also follow him. I think I've reposted him a couple times as well. But I appreciate that, Randy. That's awesome.
From the YouTube.
From the YouTubes. And I got a graphic here for something. Eddie's telling me about a graphic he sent me. I don't know. What has Harry Sister been posting lately?
Egg prices.
Oh my gosh.
And saying how all these liberal retards were slamming RFK Jr. and dude, just regurgitated garbage, bro. It's
I'm gonna pull up his profile.
Yeah, go ahead. Well, look, he got community noted too.
Dude, he gets so much traffic, it's crazy.
Oh, I know. And I don't understand it. Like, I don't understand.
A lot of people take this guy seriously in any way, shape, or form. I mean, it's fun to make fun of him because he is just like, you can tell just by looking at him that if he ever had to change a flat tire, he'd get a blister and it would burst before he even got done unscrewing his lug nuts.
Absolutely, man. He's just. God.
Actually, I don't even think he could do it. I doubt that he could.
He's not strong enough. I promise you, he's not. I can't, dude. I almost want to publicly call him out to a boxing match. Like, dude, let's do it for charity. We'll get it live streamed here on X. 3 rounds boxing, 3 rounds MMA, whatever he wants to do. And then what we could do is put like a little stipulation behind it. Like, say he's an avid, gun grabber. So, we can make it to where whoever wins, the opposite person has to stop their rhetoric on gun control. So, like, if I won, he could never speak about guns again. Well, you know what I mean. I have to. He might pull out some dirty shit, like throw sand in my eye or something. I'd probably still drop kick the fuck out of him. But, you know what I mean. But just put like some sort of like little fire behind that. But I doubt he would. It'd be fun.
All right. Well, gosh, I wish I got to figure out how to compile the list of TikToks that my wife, because my wife always shows me a whole bunch of TikToks, and I always thought that it would be an awesome segment to actually go through these TikToks and have live reactions on here, just as like the last part of the podcast. That way we don't always have to end it on, political
like
news.
Or something. Yeah.
But I got to figure out how to do that, and I actually have to get that ready before the show. So this is again, this is a video for neopronoun users.
What the hell? A video for neopronoun users to duet. Or if you're considering neopronouns for yourself, maybe even try a blind react. However, safety first. Before you do either of those things, make sure you're in a mental state where if you do get misgendered, you will be okay. All right. Are you ready? Let's get started. Do you see this person next to me? E is my friend. C has had to put up with a lot to get to where Per is today. I just want to let Glint know that Thon is valid, that verb pronouns are valid, and that Sarah identity is valid.
I
Nope.
don't even know what she just said. I got to be honest.
I ain't respecting your pronoun. I will never use it ever.
This is what we're up against, which is kind of disappointing in a way, because it's better to defeat someone who is strong rather than just a bunch of weak, pathetic little weasels that, collapse if you misgender them. It's hard to take anything a person like this says seriously, and there's so many of them. That's the crazy part. There's so many of these people now. I mean, realistically, they only make up like 0.1% of the population, but now everybody wants to identify as transgender, so they are instead they make up a significant higher portion of the population now, because it is a mental illness, not necessarily a biological. But I mean, with my pronouns are
that was good running. Face.
Pronouns are for when you want to address a group of people. If you have to introduce yourself to get their pronouns, that defeats the purpose of pronouns and language. Yeah, it does. And I mean, this entire thing has been stupid, and it is actually astonishing that it's gone this far, and that it got into like a sort of mainstream, or at least the media perpetuated it as if it was mainstream, and companies went along with this. It was more than just
that. Like Starbucks, they had commercials where it was like, "Oh, this is me, and this is I'm a he, him," and I'm like, "No, you're a pussy." If you're going with that, just saying you ain't no man, bro. Sorry. Oh, yeah,
oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, if that's something you guys want to see, leave a comment down below. If you guys want to watch us kind of react to some crazy TikToks, or you can send them. We do have a community on both of our pages. You can go to the Cowboys and Indians community. You can put up these crazy videos. We can play them on the show.
Share and talk about. Give you a shout out.
Yeah, give your account a shout out. And but yeah, if you pull up our pages, like if I go to my page here, you can see right below Cowboys and Indians podcast. We have
600, I believe.
Yeah, a little over 600 now, so 672.
Nice.
But you can post in here, you can join the community, and like Sabrina here. Oh, I don't understand that. But yeah, we got a good community here, so if you can, just go ahead and join and put a post in there. We'll go through it on the show. We'll make this a new segment.
I agree. Kind of like community shout out or something like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that I think that'd be really good. So, but other than that, you guys, if you can, please share out this link as soon as I can pull it up here real quick. This is the Give, Send, Go to help fund by the people.
Yep.
A crowdfund for the Patriots Prayer Network to get to CPAC. Like I said, we already do have a spot on Media Row. We are going to be going to CPAC no matter what. So far, our plan is to sleep on the basement in sleeping bags of somebody's house. So, but if you can, please help crowdfund us to get there. And, anything would be greatly appreciated. It is givesendgo.com/ppn. And I mean, that's our sponsor for today. It's you guys. It's the support that we've gotten from you guys. So far, we have gotten $175. We set the goal to 10,000, but realistically, anything helps. We really appreciate it. And we're actually going to have a banner behind us at CPAC. So if you did want to get your name on there, because we can put sponsored by, and then we can have your handle, your picture, or whatever it is. Whatever you want, just make sure to put it in the donation message there. You can say, your handle or whatever message you want. God bless Patriots. It looks like keep the work going, clearly guided by a higher power. That's the best I can do for now, but will help more as I can. And we I mean, $50. Thank you for that,
Yeah,
Mr.
it's
Anonymous. We
amazing.
really appreciate it. It's every little bit helps.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Because like I said, we don't have the big sponsors, but we're still going up, and we're going to be competing with all the big wigs over at CPAC. I might even wear sleeves. So
We'll see.
I
That's
probably
still
won't wear
probably
this.
debatable.
My shirt's falling apart here. I got, a tear here. I like this shirt, so I don't want to give it up just yet. But, half my clothes are falling apart, and, I thought about buying some new ones or something, but I'd
It's
rather
tough being
get the
middle
plane
class,
tickets than buy new clothes.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's it's gonna be cold.
And it's
there,
outside?
So... No, man, it's inside. I think he's just talking about the walk to.
I don't need sleeves in to walk to and from. Oh, come on.
You just drape your hair over top of your arms.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'll be carrying all the equipment anyway.
Yeah, sweating.
It's still cold. I'll bring a jacket just in case. Wear sleeves for 20 degrees. Come on, man.
Yeah, not living.
Yep. All right, you guys. It is about that time to close out the show for the week. We are going to be back on Monday. Steve and I have been talking about trying to get a scarf. What is that, city boy? That sounds like a city boy thing. I have never seen a man wear a scarf out here. I thought that was a woman thing.
I think so too. I don't know.
I don't think scarves are for men. My hair will be a scarf.
Yeah. Dude, you need to be sponsored by Head and Shoulders or something. I think that'd be funny.
Yeah. I mean, I could probably reach out to somebody. Maybe. I don't know. If there's a natural shampoo that wanted to get their product more in front, I mean, I'd do it. Why not? As long as it isn't full of chemicals and soaks into your scalp to make you more effeminate.
Right.
Dude, there's a lot of shampoos and soaps and stuff that you're putting on your body that actually gets soaked in by your skin, and there's
crazy.
So many chemicals in these shampoos that they're now finding out that these actually have they mimic estrogen, and they cut off your ability to make testosterone, and just a bunch of crazy shit that's going on. So now,
but hopefully that gets eradicated, man. I think tomorrow RFK is going to be they're going to vote on him, so we'll see. I think he made a pretty solid case.
I think so too.
We'll see. And then Kash Patel tomorrow. Man, I cannot wait. Cannot wait for Cash.
Bro, I'm definitely wearing my head.
Yeah, I'm wearing my cowboy hat
maybe
too.
Maybe not the entire time, but I'm definitely gonna wear it. It's when everybody's walking around in suits, I'm gonna be banging the drum and just I'm just trying to piss everybody off. Just because. Why not?
Yeah, right.
I'd be like, who the hell's this guy? It's like, I'm a fucking Indian. What do you think?
Yeah, right.
It's a native patriot. Duh.
I think it's that time, brother.
Yep. Yeah, we got to go back, be with our wives and kids, do our fatherly duties, which is probably the most important thing that I can do is to be a good husband to my wife and a good father to my kids. And then hopefully I can share some of that with you and lead by example.
Yep.
All right, you guys, God bless. Take care. If actually it won't work I won't be on this Friday. So next Monday is when we'll be streaming again at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Texas time. Central. God bless you guys. Take care. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Have a great weekend.
Peace.